Okay, so we'll pretend you've already downloaded the OpenBoard software and you've installed it. And here's where we go. So when I open it up, well, let's open it up for the first time, shall we? When we open it up, just kidding, let's try it one more time. When we open it up, okay, we basically come to this kind of template here. You should upload or download the newest version. If you click over here, you actually get access to your tools. So you can explore those a little bit. So movies, basically you drag stuff into the workspace to be able to work it. And I can delete it right out. Pictures, I've got some pictures that I've put in here. It comes with a standard template. I'm going to show you how to put the pictures in now. So if you're in a Mac, like myself, I'm going to hide this. To get to the picture directory, you actually have to go into Go Computer. Then from Computer, you'll go into this users directory and then into whatever the name you are listed on your computer, and then into pictures. In Windows, it should actually just show up in your pictures file as a subfolder called OpenBoard. So then you can create subfolders underneath that and store images that you know you're going to frequently use. Like for me, values of money is going to be something that I use frequently. Okay, so back to OpenBoard. Again, you can always click back home, and then you can get back into all the different libraries. Here's your browsing, just like it's basically a slide sorter on presentation software, so you can go fill these all in. I'm going to show you ones that I've already created here. So what I'm going to do is go over here, and we're just going to take a wee look. Alright, so the first thing you have to do in terms of this assignment is what you want to do is go to the Ohio Department of Education and look at their standards. You're going to pick a standard that you can actually make an activity around for the board. So for instance, this one here, with prompting and support, read prose and poetry of appropriate complexity for grade 1. Activate prior knowledge and draw on previous experiences. So if we're talking about rhyming pairs, and I want the students to work on this, so again, it could be whole group instruction, whole class instruction, it could be small groups, could be individual. And basically what they'll do on the smartboard or the interactive whiteboard, they'll drag the item into place. Okay, so all I've done here is in the interactive, I've done the order sentence. So it should be this one right here, I believe. Yeah, anyway, I believe it's that one. So you just drag that in to the workspace, and then I'll have to click here to get to the thing. And then the student's directive becomes drag them in the appropriate order. So I'm thinking first grade rocks, for me and you. First grade rocks, there's a lot to do. No, it didn't turn green, so that's not it. Maybe it's the other way around. First grade rocks, for me and you. No, first grade rocks, there's a lot to do. First grade rocks, for me and you. Okay, so that's basically a small, quick sort activity that allows them to activate prior knowledge, because we're probably doing rhyming couplets, right? Or AABB or ABAB, which is what this actually is format. This here would be the picture, so order pictures in order. Yeah, order pictures in order. So we can do it that way, or basically what I've done here is I've just built a bunch of boxes using the shapes utility, and then I can just give the simple directive to my students, put them in order from left to right, from least value to most value. So then we can actually just do it this way, and then you as teacher would do the manual correction on it and say, hey, that's right, that's wrong. What's that worth? How much is that? Etc. We can do a drag and drop activity, or what I call as a reveal. So you get the students to drag the appropriate label underneath the flags in this case, and then we do a reveal. So to do that, to actually build that, we use our text tool here. So I can write in Canada, and then I can clone that because I need 2 of them. And then I can write in USA, and I can clone that because I need 2 of them. And then I can do the same thing with Mexico. Again, cloning it. So then I basically just put these back up top in a row. Then I'll go over here. Remember, that's how I brought those images in. So I've already saved those in a directory previously to be able to get them in here as images. So if I go pictures and I go flags, I can drag my flags in. And if you ever have an ordering problem that the words somehow, for some reason, in front of the flag, you can go always to bring this forward and to send it backwards. See, now USA is there. So, but we won't do that. And then you're already set up to do your activity. You just jumble them, and then you're good to go. Okay, this one doesn't work for me. For some reason, the audio is not working with phonemes. I just can't get it to play on the system. This is just an animation, so the idea is you can bring in an animation from here and allows to use it as an instructional aid. We can again bring a picture in here. This is an animation too, so we can hover over the different bits and pieces, whatever they are. Was never a science teacher, so I can't tell you. Protractor, so we have access to tools over here. If we go down to applications, we have things like a triangle, protractor, compass, etc. So how I build this is I'll just drag in a couple of lines here just to draw it. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll drag my protractor over top. I'll put it in the corner. Spin it around. Didn't do a very good job putting it on top. And then what I can do is I can actually just drag this up to the line. So we'll probably do something like an estimation first, and then we'll, using acute and obtuse, and then we'll actually map it out to see if it works. So this is associate images. So again, if I go back into interactives, right, associate images. So I can always edit these. So if I wanted to say select the number 1, right, or something like that. These are images, so you should be able to actually put anything in there if you want to. You can blank them out by hitting the reload, and you should be able to drag images from there in. So here you go, associate images, same kind of thing. So we can drag those in. Again, I'll show you. Have to hit edit first. So if I again reload, and then I go back to my images, I can drag them in, set that one as correct, right? So that's got the thing beside it, and then hit reload, and I drag Mexico in, and there it is. Okay. Again, my audio is not working. Let's say we want to use something that's like a manipulative for math. So I can have the students count. We have 12, right? Let's try that one again. Click on the little hand. Get rid of 3. How many do you have left? Guess what? You have 9. All right? So you get the idea. This one, this particular tool is for syllables. So I have to click in to the place, and then it'll light up in green when it's actually the correct breaking down in syllables. Again, I can edit that, and then I get to set up using the asterisk what the spacing is between them, what the actual syllable breakdown is. Okay. Let's say I'm teaching something like this. So in Portuguese animals have masculine and feminine names. So if I go like here, I can say, and using it as an instructional aid, galo, and then galinha, right? So basically we can play that through a whole sequence. Boi, no, touro, vaca. We also have the capacity of putting in backgrounds from this tool up top here. So if we have them in backgrounds like this, you could practice using the pen tools, cursive writing, things like that, or just use it as a whiteboard space. Categorizing text, so again, that's over here, not over here. It's in activities. Interactive, so see, categorize text. So basically what you do is you edit these, you add in what you want. This is for universal design, so then people would drag these into the right order. The only problem is it only shows you what's correct and what's incorrect as an entire unit, so it'll either all turn green or all turn pink when you get to the last one, and pink's incorrect and green's correct. And that's pretty much the setup. So what you need to do is, when you create one of these for yourself, is you create the ODE standard, an activity, and then after that you'll use the ISTE standards to describe how you've met the technology standards in schools.